po, yung mga nag-aaway-away dito sa dahig na pati kami dinadamay, ha? Aldo, Alvin, Cha, Dem, Norma, magsama-sama na po tayo. Dahil ito na po yung sinasabi namin na ang ating kausa ay si Tatay Digong na mapauwi. Sama-sama na po tayo. Wala na yung away-away.
Mga kababayan, heto magandang balita. Attorney Harry Roque at Miss Maharlika hinikayat ang mga Pilipino sa Europa na dumalo at magsama-samang muli sa isang event na gaganapin ngayong June 14 para sa pagdiriwang ng Independence Day at pagbibigay pugay at respeto kay FPRRD.
Iisa namin ang mga mamamayang Pilipino dito sa Europa, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng pagdiriwang para sa pagbigay pugay at pagbigay ng respeto at suporta kay Pangulong Duterte. Sa June 14 na po yan at i-announce namin kung saan ang ating venue.
Inimbitahan at hinikayat din na dumalo sina Sir Alvin, Sir Aldo, Ma'am Cha, Menchi at iba pa.
At pangangalanan ko na po yung mga nag-aaway-away dito sa dahig na pati kami dinadamay, ha? Aldo, Alvin, Cha, Dem, Norma, magsama-sama na po tayo. Dahil kakaiba yung okasyon ng June 12.
June 14.
Ng June
14 na celebration.
Pero kasi yung June 12 is araw ng kalayaan ng Pilipinas. Kaya nga importante na magkaroon tayo ng araw na para palayain ang Tatay Digong. Napaka-importante po ito.
Sinabi rin ni Attorney Roque na itigil na ang away-away. Sana nga ay magkaayos na ang dalawang grupo dahil alam naman natin na pareho lang ang hangarin at layunin nila. Yun ay ang mapauwi si Tatay Digong.
So, ito na po yung sinasabi namin na ang ating kausa ay si Tatay Digong na mapauwi. Sama-sama na po tayo. Wala na yung away-away.
They will then ask two judges or get two judges from other chambers, and then they will become part of the pre-trial chamber. Magiging composition sila ulit ng three judges for them to make adjudication with respect sa first initial motion talaga to challenge with respect to jurisdiction. Ano ba mangyayari pag sinabi nila na okay, we grant also the motion to challenge with respect to jurisdiction? Makakauwi po talaga si Tatay Digong. Hello mga kababayan. Ako po ay nagbabalik dito at naglalakad sa Duterte area kung saan nandito yung ating nandito yung ating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa. Doon ang tabako dito sa tabako na pala, guys. Sorry guys. Hello mga kababayan. Nandito po tayo ngayon naglalakad and we are about to pass by dito sa ICC detention facility kung saan po kasalukuyang 88th day na po yung confinement or illegal detention, what many people perceive to be an illegal detention of the former president and the now mayor of Davao City, Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Medyo okay po siya. Today, I would have wanted to give it a try to have an opportunity to talk to Attorney Kaufman. However, then I realized that today actually is a holiday dito sa Netherlands. So, I think I need to go to the hairdresser or dapat patupin na taas na siya. So, ito po yung pinaka familiar talaga na facade, guys. It's the most familiar facade na since March 12, nung pagdating ni Tatay Digong, we were able to literally see it. We were able to witness this place transformed into what is known to be a historical significance para sa mga Filipinong katulad ko. Yan po. Yung Duterte Park, parang nakaka-recover na din yung tumutubo na yung grass. Kung nakikita nyo, ito po yung Duterte Park before. Yung very instrumental na Duterte table. Yan po, dito po, this was the place where the birthday of our former president, Mayor, and now Mayor of Davao City, was held. Ito po transformed to be the ground where the voices of a lot of Filipinos are contained, the struggles, daily struggles of the Filipinos. Nakita po talaga ng lugar na ito. But now it has been slowly back to its original image. Yon. Ngayon naman, inilipat na po siya dito sa tinatawag namin na Duterte Street. Ayun po, meron na po tayong mga kababayan na nandito sa Duterte Street. And I saw po na meron tayong parang isang van ata ng mga Pilipino talaga. I love all of you as well. So I'm not going to dwell or entertain any negativity. Doon lang po tayo sa positivity at talaga sa pagpapakita ng ating unwavering love and support to the former president and now the mayor of Davao City, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Lumalaban pa rin ang okay, wala po tayong negativity today kasi ang atin lang po is to be positive all the way. Katulad ng positivity ni Vine at ni Mary. Hindi ko po siya yun po, actually, just a quick recap to what's really happening to the case of the former president and now Mayor of Davao City. Ano po ba yung mga accounts na dapat nating maintindihan kung ano po ang nangyayari? Noong pagdating po niya dito, he was scheduled to be presented, sort of arraignment, ipakita kung siya ba talaga yung tao. And then after that po, nandito na po siya in custody ng ICC. Tapos, the 1st of May, nag-file po ang Defense Counsel through lead counsel, Attorney Nick Kaufman, ng isang motion to challenge jurisdiction. On that the same day as well, they filed a motion to partially excuse 2 of the 3 judges na bumubuo po ng pre-trial chamber 1. Ang nangyari po sa motion na iyon, it was dismissed by the court because they said it was the wrong legal justification or explanation kung bakit yung motion na yun ay sinumite. Dahil sabi ng korte is that only judges can ask other judges to partially excuse themselves with respect to adjudicating the motion to challenge jurisdiction. Now, ang ginawa po, tinanong ko sa Attorney Kaufman yan, what do you have to say with respect to the dismissal of the request to partially excuse 2 out of the 3 judges? Sabi niya, it was born out of them being cordial or courteous na sabi na pwede ba i-partially excuse na lang kayo sa pag-decide with respect to the challenge of jurisdiction because of a lot of rebuttals or arguments. Yun po ang sinabi nila. So, dahil na-dismiss yun, nag-submit ulit ng motion ang defense counsel, this time asking the presidency to really disqualify 2 out of the 3 judges. Ano po bang ibig sabihin noon? Dahil sa request na yon ng lead counsel, ang ginawa po is that they defer this motion. Tinatawag nilang application kasi I'm not a lawyer, I'm just explaining this for us to understand ano bang nangyayari in an ordinary layman's term. So doon, nag-submit po si Attorney Lead Counsel Attorney Nick Kaufman ulit ng motion to disqualify na talaga through the presidency. So ang ginagawa nila ngayon is that the presidency requested the two judges to submit their written observation based on the application or the motion po na sinumite ng lead counsel. Also order the prosecution to do the same. So nagsumiti po ang prosecution ng written observation nila. Nagsumiti din po yung dalawang judges na pinapadisqualify ni Attorney Kaufman. Now we are only waiting for the result of the plenary session because they are going to convene the bench of judges. They are going to convene to decide on whether or not they're going to disqualify the two judges na pinapadisqualify ni Attorney Kaufman. Yun po talaga ang totoo. So now we are just waiting for that because that's very instrumental and vital with respect to the case that before the ICC with respect to PRRD. Hello, PRRD. So yun po ang nangyari. Other updates is that through communication, parang notification lang, na ang prosecution team, they already have the 6th and the 7th communication. The 6th, they were able to, I think, submit to or shared to the defense counsel or the defense team yung 90 items of pieces of evidences, I think, or some sort of. And then on the 7th one, I think it was 140 or 149. So it was just some sort of like, hey, by the way, we shared to the defense counsel ano yung nangyari, ganito, ganyan, with respect communication. And then on the other hand, the most awaited this update with respect to the case is that yung decision ng bench of judges or after their plenary session on whether they're going to confirm or dismiss or grant or dismiss rather yung petition or yung application or motion to disqualify 2 out of the 3 judges. Ano bang mangyayari kung i-grant yung request to really disqualify? They will then ask 2 judges or get 2 judges from other chambers and then they will become part of the pre-trial chamber. Magiging composition sila ulit ng 3 judges for them rather to make adjudication with respect sa first initial motion talaga to challenge with respect to jurisdiction. Ano ba mangyayari pag sinabi nila na okay, we grant also the motion to challenge with respect to jurisdiction? Makakauwi po talaga si Tatay Digong. Ano ba yung ginagawa nila ngayon na other legal remedies? According to VP Inday, dito sa Q&A, they're also looking into other legal remedies such as the interim release. They're working on that. And at the same time, they are taking into consideration the how do I say that? Taking into account yung involving Dutch local courts. But to the details of that, we have yet to know details talaga about that. So, yun po ang nangyayari ngayon, guys. So, ngayon, what we can do right now is just to really, as initially thought before, is pumupunta dito sa Duterte Street to just be here, to show our love and support to the former president because, again, I will reiterate that we are not part of the defense team, and also in any way we will not be able to influence with respect to adjudicating the result po ng case before him. Yung question po na pinopost natin online, why is it that they have requested, of course, and granted motions or petitions na i-extend ang presentation ng witnesses? It has been twice asked ng prosecution team and also twice granted. Bakit po? Wala po bang wala po bang mga defense? Wala po bang ang tawag dyan? Sorry guys na ano kasi Pero salamat yung kamusta naman kayo?
Ito, may sakit ko eh.
Hindi ka pa din naka-recover? Sa boses niya, alam mo, that's normal naman siguro kasi sa weather talaga napaiba-iba ngayon. It's also flu season.
Saka naulanan tayo ba?
So we are just going to wait for updates, especially after they have they finish their tawag dyan? They finish their appointment ng family, like I think with Ma'am Hanilet also, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. But tomorrow, again, they will have a strike po daw. Strike ng mga trains, so there will be no possibilities to travel again here tomorrow. Kaya